Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I am making a mess here. I don't know, I just made a board. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm so excited. This came in the mail today. This is the Rare Beauty Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. I was not expecting this. I actually did not see the tracking for this coming. I usually know when I'm getting things, and I was like gonna pick it up on Friday. I believe this releases on Thursday, March 31st at 9 p.m. on Sephora, and then the next day I think it'll be in store, so like April 1st on Friday. I'm so excited. Rare Beauty is so nice. They're so nice. So I do a ton of foundation reviews on my channel, and I'll have my foundation playlist down below if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on any other foundation, because I've tried like so many, like literally my collection's actually insane. But anyway, if you're new here, I hope you'll subscribe. I do a ton of videos just like this, and I love Rare Beauty. And let's get into it. So this is the Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. It does have SPF. Now here's the thing about that. I don't recommend ever relying on any foundation to have SPF, because it won't give you enough SPF for it to actually work for you. So you definitely need to use another SPF. Just letting you guys know, okay? This is not like a one and done situation. How cute. I just noticed that there was a little hat. I am fully Rare today. Like, look at this. I love Rare. They're so nice. I love a good bucket hat. Which way does it go? Like this. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna read the claims from the packaging, because like might as well. It's right in front of me, right? So this is gonna be $29 USD. Okay, wait a minute. Let me take this out before it falls. This is like a very interesting, I love their PR, and I love that they only send one. Here's the thing though, I'm pretty sure I gave them like my not self-tan shade, and I do have a tiny bit of a self-tan going on. I've been using a gradual self-tanner, but whatever. On the packaging, okay, I am making a mess here. There you go. This says it's a flexible tinted moisturizer that goes on easy to instantly blur the skin with glowy light to medium coverage that stays put all day. I love a good medium coverage. I'm a little iffy on a light coverage. I like to cover my rosacea. For your reference, by the way, I have dry skin. 92% said it's comfortable to wear all day. 92% said skin appears smoother. I'm excited. I love the Rare Impact. I love Rare Beauty as a brand. I love everything she stands for. I love Selena. This is great. So 1% of the Rare Beauty sales are donated to the Rare Impact Fund to increase access to mental health services for young people. I think that's amazing. Mental health is so important. Oh, by the way, before I continue, I do have to say I did not love the original Rare Beauty foundation. It just doesn't work on my skin. It makes my skin look really dry. I also don't think I have the right shade. By the way, they did send over the shade. I honestly don't know. Is this a sample size? This can't be like the full size, is it? No, it's 1 fluid ounce. It expires in October 2023. It's made in Italy, by the way. I think this is the shade 14W. 14W, that sounds like it's a lot, right? I really don't know what shade this is. It honestly looked like a sample for a second. It feels like a little bit like a squeezy tube, like kind of plastic, kind of cheap packaging. I actually prefer the packaging of her normal foundation. I do think that they have a great shade range. Like, let me just show you the shade range on the packaging. Like, honestly, you can't ask for more when it comes to a tinted moisturizer. They're not gonna have a crazy amount of shades like a normal foundation would. One of these can match a variety of skin tones. I'm gonna head to the website and just see if there's anything else that I need to know about this, like how to apply, what they suggest. 24 flexible shades, by the way. The suggested use is actually with your fingers, but I really hate doing that, so I'm not gonna be doing that. I also love to go in with the primer. It's what I do every day. I already have my SPF on because it's actually 2:30 in the afternoon, so I've had it on. I'm gonna use my Tatcha, the liquid silk canvas. Oh, let me zoom you guys in so you guys could see my skin before and after. Really nice and close. We are ready to go.
Are we ready to go? Yeah.
I like to use the Tatcha the Silk Canvas because it is a very smoothing primer. I have texture. I have a lot of texture. Honestly, if this doesn't emphasize my texture, if it smooths everything out, and if it covers my redness, I will be one happy camper. Shake this up a little bit. Let's actually see the consistency of it. Like I said, it's a squeezy tube. It reminds me of the Dior foundation. Oh, this is a lot more liquidy than I thought. It just like zooped out of there. I don't know. I just made up a word.
It's just a stupid made up word.
I have 14W, which I actually think is W's for warm. I don't like warm. It's the third lightest shade. I don't know what I have in the other foundation because I just don't use it that often because I don't love it. It might match me actually now that I'm looking at it. Okay, it's pretty light. I might get like a shade darker if I really end up loving this foundation. Although this does match my neck today, so maybe it is good. I'm just going to apply it directly on the face. I like to use a sponge on one side. I don't know if the sponge is going to soak up all the product. This is the AOA Pawpaw sponge, I want to say. Is that what it's called? Why am I blanking out all of a sudden? Okay, so I'm just going to dab this in with my sponge. Yeah, it's soaking up a lot of the product. Usually that's what happens with tinted moisturizers. I generally go in with a brush with tinted moisturizers. So I'm going to grab my Rare Beauty brush. I just don't like foundation fingers, so I will never use my fingers to apply a foundation. I just won't. As you guys can see, this side, redness. What's in my hair? Oh my goodness. I have like fuzzies in my hair. So far, so good. It did cover quite a bit with just one layer. It's just so late. I think it's a little too late for me. Am I crazy? So this is one layer. I feel like I need to add a little bit more right here because as you can see, my redness is still peeking through quite a bit. Let's just add a tiny bit more right there. It layers well. No emphasizing of texture or anything. Yay. I wish it would cover like a tiny bit more, but it's kind of like not sticking there for some reason. Let me see if I use my fingers, even though I really hate doing that. Yeah, I can't do it. I just will never do it. You know, that's something that I might be able to, like, I bring my concealer sometimes like in that shape we're not supposed to do anymore because apparently it's illegal according to TikTok. You guys see, covered everything pretty nicely. I would say this is a nice light coverage. I could probably build it up, but in comparison to this side, wow. Yeah, it's very lightweight. I don't feel a lot on my skin. It feels really nice. Yeah, this is nice. I do feel like I have to use quite a bit of product to get my desired coverage. Like it's not giving me that coverage that I want right away. I'm adding a little bit more to the forehead. Again, the brush is the way to go for this. I like this brush a lot too, by the way. It's the Rare Beauty foundation brush. I actually have two of them. So this is one layer. I actually think that it looks really nice and natural. It's almost like a second skin. I don't know how it would be a medium coverage. I am going to try to layer it now. Let me let it like set for a second, like let it sit for a second, and then I'll go on with another layer. It's looking really good, guys. Like honestly, on a hot summer day where I don't want a ton of coverage, I don't want a ton of makeup on, that'll look really good. So I'm gonna do like one more little squeeze and just kind of dot it in places where I want extra coverage and see how it builds. It's just like not covering this one little piece of, oh, there you go, it kind of did. Yeah, but now I kind of see my texture peeking through. Oh no. Yeah, okay. It's not bad at all. I think it looks really good. I still want to get like a deeper shade to match my self tan. I mean, I think it matches my neck pretty nicely today, actually. So I don't like W. I don't like the fact that it's warm. I really don't. Okay, let's go ahead and see how, oh my gosh, I did a look with rhinestones yesterday and the glue is still on my face. I washed my face like 16 times yesterday, I'm not gonna lie, because like I had so much makeup on. Look at that. I had a piece of glue still there. I'm gonna go in with my Kosas concealer. I really love this concealer and I think it'll complement this really well because it's a nice medium coverage. I just want to see how products apply over this. Although I do think this concealer might actually be darker than the foundation. Are you serious? That's horrible. You know what? I'm just gonna use the brush. I actually love using this brush for concealer as well. It's like nice and thick, so it gets right up in there. What do you guys think? I think it looks really nice, but I look ghostly. I'm gonna have to like use bronzer. I feel like the lighting is still a little dark. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go in with some cream products because I always like to see how cream products apply over new foundations and see if they're good. So I'm gonna take my Patrick Ta. I actually do have the Rare Beauty bronzer stick, but I haven't tried it yet. I'm gonna save it for a testing new makeup video that I'm planning on doing shortly. So I'm gonna take my Patrick Ta bronzer duo. Ooh, no lifting of the foundation. That's so exciting. I want to take products that I know and love, so that's why I'm using this, and I love this so much as a cream bronzer. It's so nice. My lights were dying. That's what it was. I was like, why does it keep getting dimmer in here? I had to plug them in. I'm so sorry, guys. I promise I'm not this unprofessional.
Professional.
Okay, over top I'm going to take the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Blush in the shade Encourage. One of my favorite shades, actually. Let me take it on the back of my hand. Sometimes I go a little too overboard if I just apply it directly on my cheek. Yep, like I just did. One of my favorite shades though, because it's so nice and neutral. Looking at it in the studio lights, this foundation looks so good. The test will be sunlight. I might actually when I go walk the dogs later on. Kind of take a little video on my phone and see how it looks in sunlight. It's a really nice and bright, very, very, very ridiculously cold day here. I live in Virginia and it is 23 degrees today. Why? It's supposed to be spring. I don't get it. My skin looks so good. I am actually really loving this. And I'm so glad I brought some warmth back into my skin. I was a little bit worried that I was gonna look like ghostly for like ever. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand. This is in Pillow Talk. It's a highlighter. So I'm just gonna take that on my cheekbones. I should have set first, now that I think about it. This applies over powder really nicely, actually. So I just like to take it and blend it in with a sponge. Make sure it's nice and blended into my blush. Everything is applying so nicely over top. I will say I'm getting a little spot there. I always get that there. If you have any tips on how to prevent that, because there's always like a little tiny spot that I have to make sure I go back in with the cream bronzer, because it kind of like disappears. And sometimes I can fix it with powder bronzer, which I might go in with powder bronzer. I don't know. This is going to be a really nice summer foundation. I can already tell you it's very lightweight. I don't feel it on my skin right now. It feels really, really nice. And it looks super nice. I like it.
Okay, I like it. Picasso.
Okay, I'm gonna set, I just like to set my concealer, but it still affects the way the foundation looks, right? I'm gonna go in with my Kosas powder that I just dropped and broke. Today's not my day, guys. Even though I'm so happy I got this in PR and I'm filming this video, it's so exciting to me. Like, honestly, I freaking love it. I hate how hard this powder is to open. I do want to do like what I normally do on my face, and I always set my concealer. I just have to, because it, like, otherwise it like creases, it doesn't last as long. So I just have to go in with at least a pressed setting powder. Sometimes I go in with a loose setting powder and a pressed. I know, it's crazy. Everything looks so freaking good. Oh my gosh. I'm obsessed, guys.
No, I don't think you understand. I'm obsessed.
Okay, before I finish off my eyes, I'm gonna go in with some setting spray. This is what I always do with any foundation that I'm wearing. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. This will help make your face nice and glowy. I love it so much. Let that really sink in for a second. And then I like to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This will make it last all day. Okay, so this is the final look. I'm really, really loving the way this looks. Considering I just use cream products, this is gonna be my go-to summer foundation. Of course, I have to give it a chance, all right? It's currently 3 o'clock. By the way, 3:06 to be exact. I'll try to be back around 10, so it'll be a 7-hour wear test. By 7 hours, you know if it's gonna work for 8 hours or not. I really wanted to make this a longer wear test, but I want to try to get this video up today. I know that's a little crazy, but I'm gonna do it, okay? So right now, I'm feeling really, like, this looks really good. It is a little, like, I might try it with a different primer, like the One Size Secure the Blur primer, because it really smooths everything out. Just right here, you can kind of see some texture peeking through, and I already know that down here it's going to be a problem. Hopefully this wears well, because if it does, this is going to be the foundation of the summer, and I'm so excited for that. Again, I'm not like a huge fan of this packaging. Maybe she said why she made this. I know that this indentation probably has something to do with people with weak wrists, like she did with her other foundations, so it makes it easier for people to open. This packaging just seems a little bit, like, I always say this about the Dior packaging, it's exactly like this. So like Dior can do it, I guess Rare can do it, but you know what I mean? Like, it feels a little cheap in comparison to her other packaging, but other than that, it looks really nice on the skin, and it feels lightweight. It doesn't feel tacky, by the way. It dries to a, like, it dries down, and it's a nice natural finish. I would say it's not too dewy, but I like the glow that the rest of the products in conjunction with this gave me. I think my face looks really good. It's gonna be my face of the summer. I'm so excited. Okay, anyway, I will see you guys in a bit. Okay, guys, it's actually almost 10. It's like 9:52. I just want to get this video up, and I have an idea of how I feel about this by now. So not quite a 7-hour wear test, but it's okay. I like the way this looks. I know I look crazy right here because my glasses, they just do that to me. Like, look. I have those little things that go there. So it's gonna happen with anything. Listen, here's the thing. I'm not sure that the concealer actually goes well with this foundation, because honestly, my under eyes look horrible today, which is weird because usually that Kosas concealer, I've been loving it a lot, along with the cloud powder, the cloud setting powder. It's super pretty, so I'm confused. The rest of my face like looks okay though, like my forehead, my cheeks. I do have a little bit of texture peeking through right here. I want to play around with the foundation a little bit more. I think that I'll like it maybe using a different primer and definitely using a different concealer because this just does not look good right here. I had a couple of meetings this afternoon and I was sitting there like this, not remembering that I was doing a wear test. First impressions are it's okay. I think I'm gonna like it a lot in the summer where I want something really lightweight, natural looking on the skin. I say if you're looking for a good tinted moisturizer, trust Rare Beauty, see how you like it. I mean, Sephora does have a great return policy usually. I think that it might work with a lot of people. I have a feeling I'm gonna like it with something else. And a lot of times that's what it is. That's what makes it all about. You have to like experiment and see what works well for you, what works well with other products. And that's kind of what I have to do with this one. After this first impression, I do like it. I think I'm gonna continue using it. I think I'm gonna like it in the summer. It feels really lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin. It doesn't even feel like I'm wearing makeup. That's why I kind of forgot I was wearing makeup, and in my meetings I was like this. So stupid. I look tired. I always look rough at the end of the day. I just always do. Let me know if you're gonna be picking up this foundation. Again, it launches on Friday. I'll have a link to the foundation down below. I would greatly appreciate you purchasing through that link. I will earn a little bit of commission, and if you want to support me, that's a great way to do so. And yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Anyway, if you're new here, Anyway, I'm gonna leave my foundation. Oh, there's like a video. I don't want to play the video. Oh, okay, I'm playing the video. Good lord. Okay, before I go in, I know it's too... Ooh, don't drop it. Girl, I'm a mess today.